Good morning, Juniors. Good morning. Do you sometimes sit and think about the law of least resistance? When people receive things, attract things in their life, events, people, circumstances, and it comes in a way that comes through medium or people or events that you never expected, you jump to the conclusion of justifying it. That I attracted this because I sacrificed so much, I worked so hard, I barely slept, and I've done all these things, and now I have attracted this person or things or abundance, and you're not only justifying it to yourself, you're justifying it to everyone around you in a way that everybody now gets convinced that somehow God is going to think that you deserved it. I don't like to talk about God because it always divides the room, and some people just lose their minds. But the source, the quantum, right? There was a lady that is doing the work, and she attracted a partner. She's been struggling with a little bit of abundance, even though her life is quite comfortable, but it's not there where she wants. So she attracted a partner, and he happens to be a multimillionaire. So she goes to her mentors, her gurus, and she tells them, I'm in a beautiful relationship, and he happens to be a multimillionaire. But I don't love him for his money, I love him for who he is. And then they say, well, then why is the money the only thing you mentioned about him? Because she feels the need that she needs to now justify to everybody that she will introduce him to, that I'm not with him for money, I'm not with him for money. And she's telling her gurus that I need to now independently become wealthy so I can justify being with him. You guys see a problem with that? The universe gave her abundance and a relationship in the same package through the law of least resistance. And she is self-sabotaging. Not only is she talking about him in a way that is upsetting her, that why am I not rich? And now I have to justify why I'm with him, not for the money. I talked about this self-sabotage yesterday or the day before. That unless she changes her state of being and to a point where it becomes familiar to her that she deserves it, it is okay, that she has this new life of this person who's already abundant and he's loving towards her, she will self-sabotage her way out of the relationship and out of the abundance. See, any change that happens in our life, good or bad, it is uncomfortable unless it becomes familiar. I talked about the highest happiness level of your baseline that is familiar to your body. Anytime you get more happiness or more abundance than your baseline, you will self-sabotage yourself back to a reality that you have established. So unless you move that ceiling up, you will continue to lose what you think is too much, right? Jim Rohn said, if somebody gives you $1 million check, you better become a millionaire. Otherwise, you're going to lose the $1 million. You might overspend, you might make mistakes, and you might lose the whole thing. Unless the baseline energy moves up to match that $1 million, where it's familiar to you, it's okay that I have $1 million. I deserved it. This is my vibrational match now. Unless you get to that level, even if somebody hands it to you, you will lose it. Same thing with a very good relationship. I've seen time and time again, including in my own relationships, that the person you're with is so happy to be in your presence. Someone is so happy to just be around you and met you, and they're attracted to you, and they like the way you speak and the way you carry yourself. All that is good until they dig into your past, right? And all of a sudden, they'll find something in your past that they can upset themselves over because something inside of them wants to feel those familiar low vibrational emotions. And they will sabotage themselves back into being single, or they will sabotage themselves back into anxiety or sadness, whatever they have not liberated themselves from yet. Whatever is still stuck in them, they're still addicted to those emotions. And the universe is giving them beautiful things in relationships and experiences, and they're self-sabotaging themselves out of all of it. And unconsciously, they're bringing themselves back below their baseline frequency, their baseline familiarity. And that's why I push you guys to do this work to raise that bar, right? Hopefully inspire you guys to do this. When you raise that bar, those circumstances, when they come, you're now seeing them from a different lens, a new understanding, and it feels good to receive them, and you accept them the way they are, right? I realized I was, I don't know how long ago this was. I was talking to this young lady, and she wanted to know about me. So she would ask about where have I lived and all my past experiences. And it felt like I was being interrogated, right? And she's like, "Well, what do you know about me? You're not asking me anything." I was like, "I don't need to ask you anything. I'm enjoying the weather. I'm enjoying myself right now. I'm in such a beautiful present moment. My energy is really good. I just want to smile. I'm feeling so good. What do I care who you are? We're talking. And eventually, I will find out how you think, how you behave. So I want to know that you are in this moment. I don't care to dig into your past to figure out what you have done, good or bad, and then start digging into it, ask you further questions. No. Why can't I just allow this to unfold organically through the law of least resistance? Allow things to happen. Don't push into them for you to make it make sense all the way. That's how you go back to your old self, where you start self-sabotaging. If you're with somebody, you're enjoying your friends and people, I think something is wrong when you're not constantly probing and asking questions. Because it is unfamiliar to them, for anyone around them, to be in a completely present moment. Some people become very curious in a good way, and that's why they will then enjoy being around you, because when you're in a present moment, your energy is very attractive. If I'm around people and I want to talk about this beautiful weather and the blue skies and the pelicans diving in to the water, and oh my God, I saw a dolphin. You're eating something and it tastes really good, and you're just enjoying everything right there and then. You don't care about the government, you don't care about the inflation, you don't care about their past and their relationships and why are they living this way and why do they. If you stay in the present moment and you focus on feeling good where you are, not only can you be content, but you're attracting other good things to you, without trying. But most people don't know how to do that. I talk to a lot of you guys, a lot of you, all the time. And so many of you guys just are upset about things. Upset about your families and your neighbors and the struggles here and the struggles there. What are you focused on? Only things that bother you. It is so easy to fix that, except it is so easy that it's actually difficult to talk about it. Have you ever gone out with somebody and you're just not thinking at all the whole time? You're just enjoying, your beautiful clothes that you have on. You're enjoying the breeze. You're enjoying a loving couple that is over there playing with their puppy, and they're happy, and watching them happy makes you more happy. You see the water is clear, you can see fish doing their thing, and you're just grateful to be in that moment in that one spot. And you're just constantly raising your vibration. You're feeling good. And as you feel good, everything around you will start to unfold in a way where you will feel more good, more good. And it'll just continue to happen. Suddenly you will start attracting things and circumstances and synchronicity that are a vibrational match of this beautiful energy that you are becoming. Where people just walking by you will start smiling because your beautiful energy is affecting them. I could walk up to one person while I'm angry, and I will have a different conversation and a different experience with that person than if I'm really feeling good and I walk up to that same person. I will have a completely different conversation. The vibe will be completely different. The reaction of that person towards me will be completely different. Anyways, think about it. Looks like my daughter's here.